Yeah.
Hey guys.
What's up, everybody?
Hey PNW.
Hey, P&W, I did the title just for you, buddy.
Yeah, he said that you would appreciate the title. So.
Let me talk to you. Hope everybody has had a great weekend. Me. Badgers won. Packers lost. Love may be out for a significant amount of time. That's not good. I've got dust on my shirt.
Mm-hmm. I was like, what is that?
But I was able to figure out the electrical issue with my shop, so that's cool. Also kind of terrifying.
And we went to the drive-in again.
It's the Beetlejuice! It was really good!
Hey Marco.
A
Hey,
slight tiny issue that I had with the movie. And it's the same issue that Alina had with the movie. Not to give away any spoilers, it was a really good movie. It was a really good sequel, even though it was 35 years later. They kept it to where it felt like it was a direct sequel that happened 35 years ago. I'm very appreciative of that. They did a fantastic job with the movie. That being said, Beetlejuice should have been 2 movies because there was just too much shit going on.
Yeah, they had a lot of storylines going on all at once. And so they couldn't really elaborate on one story very much because they had too many going on at once.
Yeah,
so.
it was a lot going on. It should have been split up into 2 movies and
Yeah,
expanded more on. But that's really the only complaint that I have.
Georgia said I wouldn't say really good. I'd say it was okay. First was better. Absolutely, yeah.
The first was better. The first is iconic. Hello everybody, by the way. But for them to go back and do a sequel after 35 years and it not to it to me it didn't feel like it had been 35 years. Cool. Awesome. Hell of a job. Because when I first saw that they were going to do it, I was like,
yeah.
No. But then after I saw what some of the people who got like early screenings had to say, some of the critics, and I was like, okay. I really enjoyed it. I love the fact that they relied more on practical effects than CGI, even though that would have been a lot easier to do.
They kind of combined CGI with the stop motion.
Yeah, they did a little bit of both. I squealed like a little girl when I
say don't give anything away because there's a lot of people in here who haven't seen it. Probably
not giving anything away.
I'm just reminding you because I know you get excited sometimes.
I do get excited, but so the sandworm, that they did in the movie, it's stop motion animation. So they did it the exact same way as the original movie. That's where I squealed like a little girl. I was like, "Oh my god, yes!" But I really enjoyed it. I thought that they did a really good job with it. It was a little bit much for one movie.
And it was a double feature because at our drive-in we always get a double feature, and for the price that we pay, that's a really good deal. It's $8 per person for a double feature, so $4 a movie essentially.
And we didn't stay for the last
one. But we saw Trap as well.
And Trap was honestly decent.
It was pretty good.
I am not a huge fan of M. Night Shyamalan. I think that he should have been booted out of Hollywood a long time ago. With that being said, he has made some decent movies. Trap is one of them. So if you are a fan of M. Night, go check it out, maybe.
Plus it has Josh Hartnett in it.
So. Yeah, and his role in the movie, it works really, really well with his personality, I guess, acting ability, however you want to say it. It was a fun movie. It was better than what I expected. If you guys have not seen it, buddy of mine, Ray, the real EDCC on TikTok, and it's Everyday City Carry on Instagram, did a review of the Apex Arc and said he really liked it. and we actually got a sale out of it.
Mhm.
So thank you, Ray. Really appreciate you, and I cannot wait to see the rest of the reviews.
PNW said yes. She basically plays the same character.
But it works as Wednesday better than the other
Oh, yeah.
characters that she plays.
Well, that
But
was
yeah.
Wednesday's whole character to
But
begin
yeah.
with.
Pretty much plays the same character. Even in Scream, it was the same character.
Yeah.
I think her as an actress works for being Lydia's daughter. Me personally, but I don't have like a vendetta against Jenna Ortega like a lot of people do.
She's got a pretty mouth. That's it.
Yes, we do have a mechanical keyboard now, and yes, I do realize that it sounds like we're sending a strongly worded email to a manager.
I got the mechanical keyboard for myself because I like the clickiness and I type a lot for work. So Chris has been giving me shit about it since I got it, but I only paid $25 for it. So
My last email. It just sounds so angry.
I like the clickiness.
It just sounds so angry.
10 hours of carving on the art.
Hell yeah! And
What you think?
what you think? 'Cause I'm a little biased. I think it's pretty good. I just got a message from my cousin. Not really my cousin, but he's my cousin, Doug. He said that I'm underselling the Apex art. He said for fit and finish and the way that it was designed and the materials used, I should be charging more. I would love to, but I also want to sell some.
And we're trying to get knives in people's hands too. So I mean,
Absolutely.
like,
I'd rather sell, which it's a terrible business model, but I would rather sell 100 items at $1 than one item at $100.
that's well super comfy for long use.
Hell yeah!
Cool. I just didn't know, like, after you've actually used it for carving, I didn't know, like, if his opinion on it would change at all, which is
Yeah.
fine if it does. Like,
I didn't know if you would run into any issues of like the lock bar sticking, just carving and putting pressure in certain places.
Mhm.
So I was curious. My lock
super excited.
Jesus, get your words out, man. My lock bar was sticking a little bit, and not in the way that you would think. So if I didn't do a snap open, so if I just let it open up, the lock bar wasn't engaging all the way. But when I took it apart, I had lint and dust and everything in there, so it wasn't allowing the lock bar to work properly. And now it's clean, it's fine. But yeah, I got excited and my tongue was like, fuck you.
He never said he agrees with Doug.
Yeah, and pretty much everybody that I've talked to that's in the industry, they've said that I've underpriced my knife. Greg and I had a whole conversation about this. Greg from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and he was like, "You should be around the 215 to 225 mark." And I was like, "Well, I tried that, and everybody bitched, so here we are." That was the main complaint with the Proto.
Mm-hmm.
That's too expensive for what to do. Sorry, it's not free to make shit. I don't know what to tell you. Clean the bearings. Yeah. Yeah. So, going back to what I was talking about earlier, um, hold on, wait a minute. Oh God.
Why are you dogs driving me crazy today? Yeah, hopefully over the weeks, because these boxes all back here behind us, those are the knives. So hopefully every week when we go live, maybe we'll just have less and less boxes back here because we'll be selling them.
Well, I mean,
That's the goal.
we may have another potential sell in the works. Um, I just received a question about who the OEM is,
Mm.
and this person sounds like they might want a lefty. So, yes. Um, phone is blowing the fuck up. All right, so I said earlier I got all the electrical figured out in my shop.
Mm.
So
Did my brother get a hold of you yet?
negative. Um, so let me take my story back to the very beginning. So way before we went to Wisconsin, my grinder stopped working, and the light that it was showing, I was taking it as that there wasn't enough voltage coming through. Checked a bunch of stuff, talked with the maker, um, swapped the breaker for the 220, the plug for the 220,
Mm-hmm.
and the outlet. Still not getting enough power, and I was like, "What is going on?" And he plugged it in his shop, so it's working just fine. So I was like, "Okay, it's got to be a me issue." So we swapped the plug from a 220 to a 120. It works perfectly. But that being said, I found out that I had like 5 different runs of outlets that were just not working. One of them was a dedicated outlet that the only thing on it was one outlet for my window unit AC window unit, however you want to say. So checked my breakers. There's a lot of breakers that were under low voltage. Okay, I guess I had a short come through, surge, swap out the breakers. So I did that yesterday and part of today. I still had a couple breakers that were under low voltage, and I was like, "What is going on?" So I checked the main breaker. I only have 120 coming from the main, not 220. The hell? So I go outside to the panel that's attached to our house, and I only have 120 going through that breaker. Okay. This is what I found. This is a problem. This is a big problem. So there obviously was a surge, and this went. So I undid it, cut off the edges of the wire that had experienced a short, re twisted it together, put another cap on it, taped it up. I got full power. Everything's working exactly the way it should. So now, instead of me turning off the breaker box in my garage at night when I'm done, I'm gonna start turning off this breaker too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want fire.
Hey, Lance.
I like fires, especially if I'm not there to experience it and fix it. What's up, Lance? So, with that being said, um, I've got full power back in my shop, so ready to get out there and start doing what I do. Also, curious of what you guys think about us possibly doing a budget V2. Obviously, we have some knives to sell first, so it's going to be a little bit. But something like this is kind of what we're thinking. So, non-titanium clip, thumb disc, liner lock. This is not the right color green. It's going to be OD green. And then everything is blackened hardware. Kind of what we're thinking. I have no idea what the price point would be. And then it will also be a trying to think of the best way to put it. A less expensive steel. Budget is for me. Same. But like I said, that's down the road. We got some knives to sell. And we have a show. We gotta figure out when that show is in Huntsville.
Oh yeah, I need to get it out of the bag.
Blue, stop looking.
I need to get all those flyers out and just so we can look and see
Yeah.
like when all these shows are and which ones we want to do and all that fun stuff.
I mean, the only one I was planning on us doing is in Huntsville. It's an hour away. It's a 1-day show. I'm not going to Portland.
No.
I'm not going to Camden. Well, it wasn't Camden. It was Mississippi, which probably wouldn't be bad, but it's a little bit of a trek. So yeah, I got all the electrical figured out. Grinder's working. I just gotta reorganize my shop because it's so P&W. I saw you posted the Halloween pens. Is that just wood that you covered with glow resin? They look sweet.
Mm.
Yeah, but I was hoping the dude was gonna.
I don't know. You'll get an email.
Didn't even respond. I think he started following me on Instagram. That's all. Maybe TikTok. I don't know. So P&W is working. What's the rest of you hooligans up to tonight? By the rest of you, I mean the other person that's watching, which I'm assuming is Justin or Marco. Marco.
Mm-hmm.
Why? That's the dude who does the
Mhm.
list. Yeah, I was asking P&W.
Yeah, we follow them on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw him on Instagram. What'd you do with them? Is it just wood and then glow resin? Made out of something else? Looks pretty.
He coated it in his special
Special sauce.
that glows. Go to the door.
Powder mixed with polyurethane. Nice. Hell yeah. It looks good, man. Over cedar. Hell yeah. Sweet. Yeah, no, his skills have come a long way. He's really good at what he does. And Justin, just to remind you, even if you don't have Apex Arc money, we are doing screen printed T-shirts. So this will be the front breast print on the left, and this will be on the back. I hate the fact that there we go. We got a couple different colors that we show. Just come on now. I hate that it won't let me click that X to get rid of it. But we're doing heather purple.
See, it doesn't show up on whenever you click on that menu.
That's so
when you
weird.
share the screen.
We're doing heather purple, dark gray, Kelly green, Galapagos blue, red, orange, Carolina blue, cardinal red, azalea pink, military green. Oh, thanks, man. I try. Trying to get some shit going.
Justin said Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see.
Hey. But if I could, a couple places I would like to move. But like I've told you guys several times before, my dad's family is originally from Eastern Kentucky. I would love to go back there. Potentially at some point that state may change, but right now I'm in Tennessee, so it's handmade in Tennessee. hat that he was asking if I could embroider is a
Mhm.
$70 blank hat. Like, dude,
Does he want to pay that much for it?
I mean, I'm not paying for it.
No.
But he just wanted to know if I could embroider it, and I'm like, probably, but gee, I may end up paying for it. I don't know. We'll probably let the shirts run about another week, and then figure out what we're gonna order. Um, Still leave the sign up on the website, but like we'll actually have t-shirts. So B&W can receive the shirt that he's already paid for,
Mhm.
and I can get some shirts, and Elena can get some shirts. Stop looking.
What?
Bless you. I was like, where's the kitty? Mm. Mm.
Chewy has commandeered this pet bed that we got, and I moved that in here, and that's Penelope's place that she likes to lay. So it's like no one's even hardly using the cat tree.
It's not like that was expensive. Grateful little shit.
Oh wait,
There you go, little.
She's like, oh my bad. Have a good night, Justin.
Have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out with us.
I was gonna say, glad you jumped on our live because it's been a little bit.
Glad you saw us.
Mhm.
Should have a pretty awesome week now.
Glad you were graced with our presence.
Absolutely.
Ooh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It should be. I didn't hear it jump out. The other day, a Link was laying in there, and I guess it was like a truck or something that drove by, and of course Ruby barked. But I'm standing in the hallway because I was coming back into the room to continue working, and Link just pops his head up out of that part of the cat tree. Boop. It was like one of those whack a moles.
I mean, you're not far off. Mm. Yeah, this mechanical keyboard's kind of cool. It's just new. But like I said, it makes you sound like a Karen with anything. It's kind of funny. Earn my last email.
Sometimes I need that kind of energy at work. when I'm replying back to people. PNW.
Just like to stay in observation about people when I was growing up. All the fair enough. Wasn't really skinny, but I used to be one of those white kids. Lena did too.
I had subs in my Toyota Camry.
What's up, Brian?
Hey, Brian.
No, let's be honest. You didn't just have subs in your Camry. Like, you're just gonna fly by that statement. You had 2 fucking 12s and a big ass amp.
Mhm.
I just had some subs, nothing crazy. Memphis 12s, shaking the whole damn car. They sounded good. Like,
Like, were you mad about it?
I will give you that. They sounded good. But like, you did the same shit to me. You were like, "Oh yeah, I have subs." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Pop the hood. Holy Jesus! What? They're just little subs.
I mean, you know who put them in there.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, yeah, you're partially right. My S10 belonged to a very well melanated couple. That she got the truck from her dad. Her dad took care of it. Her boyfriend, baby daddy, I don't know the situation. I really don't care. Um, tried to run the wheels off of it, and in doing so, blew every speaker in the truck. So I had to replace the speakers. But stupid people all across the board. Doesn't matter colors. I actually have a Kicker 10 that I got for my truck, and I've got an amp and everything, and I've got the wires ran. I have to modify the cab so I can run the power, and I never did. I mean, it's the nicest way to put it. Like, we're all melanated. It's just some people are melanated more. We're all different shades of brown.
Mhm.
But in this political PC climate, I don't want to be canceled for stupid shit. I do bad all on my own. I don't need any help.
I feel like PNW is going to start using that term now.
Well, whoo, damn.
Yeah. All I know is I had 2 Memphis 12s, and I can't remember what amp. I had.
Yeah, I don't remember what amp you had.
PNW.
As bad as this is gonna sound, I give Alina shit all the time because she loves fried chicken and water. So.
Delicious. So sue me.
Great drink.
Yeah, great drink. I can't call it soda.
Yeah, say it right. Ooh, nice.
Chicken lollipops. Is that just chicken on a stick? What?
Oh,
Should I know what that is?
yeah, you should.
PNW said I'm crying. Oh shit.
So what they do is they take the drum and then they
Mm,
slide it down.
okay.
Usually done with Asian
Okay.
inspired
I
dishes.
mean, it looks delicious. I mean, that sounds good. Bacon wrapped chicken drumstick.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I made Cracker Barrel vegetable beef soup tonight for dinner.
It's very good.
We had that and cornbread. You got to push the meat down.
Yeah, I think when we got together, I think I was running 210s in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if they were kickers or what. I think they were kickers. But we were both something.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just have one kicker
I think so.
for my truck because it's a little S10. I don't need anything more than that. I just wanted to round out the sound a little bit better. But I have had that sub and amp for 5 years, 6 years. Like I said, everything but the power cords ran. Oops. I've also had a lot of other stuff to deal with my truck. So. Oh yeah, she got a sweet cornbread too. It's really good.
I just got a cornbread mix because we had a little bit of cornmeal in the freezer,
but not
but
enough.
it wasn't enough to make cornbread. It was like that much, and I'm like, well,
You
I
need
can't
to
make
get
cornbread.
some more.
Yeah, but I mean the mixes are cheap enough to where it's like, meh, I'll just get the mix. But yes, I like making cornbread like myself. It's not hard to make.
So, Brian, remember how I said that I was having an issue with my grinder and then I was also having electrical issues? Found out today what they were. That's why everything was only running 120 volts instead of 220. That's right. It's a little shorter wire. Which is not little at all. So that is the box that's on the outside of our house. And that was the breaker that runs to my breaker box in the garage. So I was only running 120 volts, which is why I thought that my breakers were bad and had issues with my grinder running 220 and all that stuff. It's fixed now.
Let's see, PNW said.
Nice. Yeah, back seats were always fun
Mm-hmm.
when you were younger.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but that could have been real bad.
Yeah. And it's like we don't even know when it happened. Like we haven't had any bad storms or anything, so we've had a couple of storms, but nothing crazy.
It was just like all of a sudden my grinder stopped
Hey,
working.
Falk.
What's up, Falk? Sweet, man. Hey, Falk, I still have that bottle opener for you, by the way.
He set it aside for you and everything.
Yours and Carly's. Oh. Oh. Quit being so huffy, dude. Hey, Miss Press. Like, this my friend.
She said, "No, I'm sorry, Bill bit my ass.
It's all good.
It happened."
Just shoot me a message when you're ready. No big deal. If me having to sit on a bottle, well, what am I talking about? We have a bunch of bottle openers. So no rush.
Yep.
That's typically what you shouldn't do.
Yep. I got caught speeding. What was it? A year ago? When I got pulled over in Columbia because I was on my way to a doctor's appointment.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was speeding. Cop pulled me over, and then I got mad because he was going to make me late for my appointment. So I had to go to court or whatever and pled guilty, and they made me pay, what was it, 100 and something dollars. Stupid.
I thought that I was gonna get popped from a cop for being on my phone, but I didn't. So, see, that's why you gotta be smart. I'm always on Spotify. So if I get caught messing with my phone, I was just changing songs. The end of the month, it was my first ticket since I had LA. Jesus.
Yeah. The ticket I got was the first ticket I've gotten in a really long time.
Last time I got a speeding ticket was 2009.
Yeah. Last time before that one that I got a speeding ticket was I got one whenever right after I got my license.
Well, what I got wasn't a speeding ticket,
It was
but
still a ticket.
I got a
but,
ticket.
I want to say I think the last ticket I got before the one I got last year, I was like 18, 19. I must have been 18 because I was still working at Cracker Barrel before we met.
Yeah, we were coming back from our wedding / honeymoon, and I wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't really paying attention. The the ticket was stupid. I still to this day think that it was a very dangerous situation that I got popped for. So where we were living at the time, we were in West Tennessee, and I came into town, and it's a 4-lane highway.
Mhm.
There was a school bus stopped all the way on my left.
Mhm.
I was all the way to the right.
On the far right. Yeah.
I didn't see the stop sign out. Also, don't drop off kids on a 4-lane highway. So I was pissed, and I pled guilty, and I just paid it real quick. But they were like, "You're gonna get so many points on your license," and I was like, I'm over all of this. I don't care." And so I couldn't get another violation for 365, and I didn't. So it was a bad one to tell me.
I'm like, so I got a ticket.
Sure, it's a situation where they're just like, "You idiot."
Probably.
Still salty about that. Happened 15 years. But I remember the year because we were coming back from our wedding / honeymoon. Bash. He goes, "Let's not look at my driver." I'm a reckless driver, but I'm safe about it. I have no tickets to prove it. Like, sounds terrible, but it is what it is.
I'll agree with that. A lot of times I press the imaginary brake whenever he's driving and I'm riding with him. That I've been a bus driver and a mailman. I try not to be reckless. I've never been a bus driver or a mailman, but I still try not to be reckless. I figure the car is a lot heavier than I am, so not trying to get into a wreck. And also, speeding tickets are just a pain in the ass when you get them. So, and they're expensive. Plus, the town that we live in is a speed trap, so
Mhm.
you for sure have to do the speed limit through town, or else the cop is going to get you. Sometimes you can see them; they'll just be sitting at the like the emergency. It's a department slash like EMS. They'll just be sitting there waiting for people.
Have one more payment. That is $6. I got driving school when I was in high school.
Yeah, I do.
So once again, another thing that pisses me off, which has since changed, thankfully. So the high school that I went to is right off of a major highway. And a major highway, you would go from 55 when the lights were flashing in front of the school, you go down to 50. Now you go from 55 to 35, 35 or 25, one of the two. This is the way it should have been. 55 to 15, that's a big jump. I wasn't paying attention one day, and I got caught doing 45 or 48 and 15. And the cop was just like, go to court. And I'm like, oh, shit. So, my drama teacher, her brother was the judge. So she had a chat with him. And he was like, typically, for this much over, I would not do this. However, this is your first offense. Go to driving school. Okay, yeah, for sure. It was like $50. And it was only a couple hours.
I had to go to driving school too. I got my first speeding ticket right after I got my license, and I got pulled over because I was doing 55 and a 45. And I was also driving my dad's truck, so I didn't realize how fast I was going. But anyways, I started crying when the officer pulled me over, and he still gave me a ticket. And then I had to go to driving school. And it was only like a couple hours because like no one wanted to be there. That was 20 years ago. Jesus, I'm getting old. Oh, that I'm so used to officers. I was all, hey there.
Hey, guy. Sorry, Purple. I told him, I was like, thank you so much for the purchase. Raise it, good dude. We got contacted by a guy who does reviews as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, that's
No.
that's not bad.
At least there's that.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't know who he is, but he doesn't have them in followers. Oh. Well, that changes everything. No, thank you. Yeah, I think, and obviously you have to look at safety, um, because just because you can do something doesn't necessarily mean that you should be able to. Even though I'm a very big advocate for little government, not so many regulations. If you want to do something, fuck it, do it. See what happens. Fuck around and find out in real time. Um, I don't think we should have speed limits. Now, of course, Rex will go higher, but you want to drive 100 in your car? Do it. See what happens. I mean, like taking all the warning labels off of stuff. Like, it'll sort itself out. What would happen if I drank this? Well, fuck around and find out.
What would happen if I set this on fire?
Sometimes you just have to do experiments. Sometimes you get scars on your leg because you were right.
At least it wasn't a permanent scar.
This is true. Average Joe on Netflix. Great show. I don't know that I'm familiar with Average Joe.
Mm-mm. I guess because you looked up the lollipop.
So 2021 movie.
You said it was a show. Netflix. Click on it.
Dark comedy drama TV series that is available to stream on Netflix. Plumber who discovers his late father stole millions of dollars. Interesting.
AT.
What's up, T?
Interview said the joke. Quarter people later.
It sounds fun. I think I've seen some of his stuff before.
Probably.
I think so.
He asked how be you two in the chat group? We're good.
You guys got me into Chris Porter, you silly. Sure.
I know we've talked about a bunch of different comedians on here.
Yeah, we
before.
have. I just don't remember talking about this guy. Yeah. Those patches are growing. Yeah, they keep on getting bigger. I just got, or they keep on multiplying. I just got some robot chicken patches, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I have a patch of mine as well.
Changing an outlet is the greatest. You got a Beetlejuice patch coming.
Mm-hmm. I'll go with my Beetlejuice shirt.
Mm-hmm. I would have ordered another patch, but yeah, look too. I got nicotine patch, birth control patch. No.
Better not say his name again. Oh yeah, I said it and then you said it. So
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Once again, it would be fun.
the juice is loose. Pumpkin patch. I do have some pumpkin patch, actually.
I have a school pumpkin.
PNW said strawberry patch.
Strawberry fields ever. What's up, little hawk?
I'll allow strawberry patch. I don't know if it's called a strawberry patch, but I'll allow it.
Is that what you call the corrected briars?
Severed head patch.
Oh, jeez. Welcome back, Marco.
I think Marco's been here the whole time. He's just saying hi to new people.
Yeah, he likes Thor. He's fun. Y'all should listen to my music. I mean, what kind of music? Probably. Stop it.
He said wrench Marco.
Should I, though? Should I? There you go, Marco.
There you go.
That's cool, little hawk.
We also have a kitty that is a gangster, and her nickname is Lil P. So there you go. Marco, I think, to a girl. Oh, because he said Marcy at first. His autocorrect corrected Marco's name to Marcy. She's like, no. She's like, I know, that's the whole point.
Yeah, I know, you're grunting.
Lil P. Gangster kitty.
This is Lil P.
Who has the least gangster name possible of Penelope, but she's gangster at heart.
She runs this house.
Mm-hmm.
Grunty. Miss Grunty. At least we don't have to give you more medicine.
That's true.
I'm trying to keep you up.
She's not.
There you go, Loki. Oh, Jesus. So, dunk. Anybody have any plans for this upcoming week? Wooding equipment? Well, what do you mean?
What type of equipment are you looking for? Besides wooding equipment, specific. Wood burning.
Or don't?
Sounds like they're going out pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about like etching designs into wood tea?
Yeah.
It's fine, Falk. We still like to keep you around. I gotcha. I mean, this is true. You're not wrong with that statement.
Kids are. But why?
Mm.
Why are we getting a sequel for that? That's terrible.
No sleep for you. Ah,
Oh,
he's like, no one is sleeping in this house.
mhm. I also didn't know this was going to be a thing. I thought they were
Yeah.
just doing Happy Gilmore.
I heard something about it a couple months ago, but I wasn't sure how true it
Who
was.
knows?
Hmm. And fun fact, kids can get worms, and you have to give them deworming medicine. Did you know that? Slightly terrifying. Usually happens when they start school because of all of the germs.
The $1 million question is are you guys going to try for a third?
Like, I don't know how they get it, but I just know it's a thing. I've seen some parents on TikTok that were like, "How is this a thing? I never knew that I'd have to be, like, getting medicine for my kids because they have worms." My husband doesn't want any more, but, you know. Hey, Maddie.
What's up, Maddie? So, what do you think so far of the knife? Ray over at City Carry said he really enjoyed it. Everyday City Carry. There's also a blade shop.
Mhm.
Where are the Halloween decorations? I mean, we don't usually do a whole lot of decorating. Um, Elena will put up a couple of random things, but like we don't really do a whole lot of decorating. Couple reasons. A, decorations are expensive.
Mhm.
B, I cannot justify spending my time putting up decorations for like a month just to take them back down. I can't do it. So, I like to use the S35. These will look awesome with Anno or lasering as well. Perfect blank slate. That's why I did them that way. We are planning on doing. I'm depressed. Um, we are planning on doing some anode versions. I got two guys that are wanting to get their hands on them and mess them up with Anno, and I don't care what they do with them. Honestly, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I need to see this pattern and these colors. Like, have fun, go nuts. I don't care.
I'll have to get, like, a ghost or something and hang it up
You're all
just
judging Chris.
just
Yeah, fair
for
enough.
fall.
I mean, I've got my Jason mask somewhere. We
I
could
don't know
just
where it's at.
put it up on the wall. Like, boom.
Oh, we just decorate for fall. Yeah, that's what I usually do, Brian. Like, I
Yeah.
usually get fall decorations. Look at this cat behind me. Trying to get into stuff.
Linkapoo.
Anyways, that's usually why I just decorate for fall, because then I can leave it up from, like, now through November after Thanksgiving. So. How long can I carry it before sending it off to Big Red?
Man, I don't know. How long did you carry it the last time before sending it to Big Red? I don't know. I want to get everybody that reviewed the protos the chance to review the actual production because like it's changed, the price has changed, steel has changed. So in a timely fashion, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, why haven't you sent it yet? I'm like, you know me better than that. Have you messed with that chunk of Damascus yet, Brian? Well, you've been injured, so go to the door. Jesus Christ.
Yep. Hi, Kathleen. Kept it for indefinitely. I get that, Falk. I don't joke around with people or like mess with them at all if I don't like you. So people who are friends with me, I usually fuck with them. But if I don't like you, also too, if I don't know you, I'm not gonna do that. Exactly, Maddie. What you guys want to talk about real quick while he's not here? He's busy getting the dogs to come back in. Brian. You're trying to- Maybe he likes the uniforms. Apparently, our dog is refusing to come back inside. So Chris ducked out early. He's coming back. Maddie said Chris ducked out early. I said he's coming back. I was telling him our dog was refusing to come inside. So
Yeah, it's being a douche,
you missed quite a few comments.
apparently.
Chris is reading the comments that he missed while he was dealing with the dogs. Trying to keep the conversation going. I don't do well whenever Chris is not here because I just feel dumb talking to myself and I don't really have a whole lot to say. So whenever people aren't commenting, it's very hard for me to like keep a live going. At least if you have another person here, you can like we can talk banter back and forth, whatever. But by myself, it's very difficult for me.
Yeah, anyways, our dogs are healers, so they're assholes.
Yep.
And so they like to go outside, especially when the cooler weather is happening. And instead of going outside to do their business, they're like, oh, this weather's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to eat some grass. I'm going to bark at random shit outside the fence area and not listen to my parents.
I'm down, Fox.
Me.
I think
I've heard it all. So.
And because we're doing the going to a fertility doctor, Chris has like heard all kinds of stuff at this point. So I don't think that there's anything that would really shock him.
No, nothing would. Especially after me having to take care of you after you had your polynidal cyst removed.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen more of the inside of your body than a husband should ever have to see of his wife. So.
Everyone else in the chat too. It's so funny because my dad has been asking for updates for like the fertility doctor. And so I've been giving him updates because he asked and he has learned more about my uterus than what he ever cared to know about. Whenever I talk to him about it and tell him what the doctor said, he gets super quiet, and I can just feel the uncomfortableness, like, through the phone, like, you could just cut that tension with a knife. Um, so that's been fun. He gets super uncomfortable and super quiet because he just doesn't know how to respond. Yes, T. Yeah, that's always a fun conversation to have too. And my dad has sisters, so it's like you would think that he wouldn't be uncomfortable with that kind of stuff, but he just does not know how to handle it. So
A lot of things are bad.
he just was like, "Okay, bye. I'm just not gonna deal with this at all."
We
And he
have
still does
we have a
that.
daughter, just to mess with her. I'll just grab a handful of like paper towels and be like, "Here you go." That'll work, right?
Just a roll.
Yeah. Here you go. Take what you need.
At this point, I'm down for menopause. Yeah, there's for sure been times where I'm like, "Is it time yet for that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, T. We didn't have Google back then, so that really wasn't an option. I mean, we did, but it was Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
The internet was not as big of a thing as it is now.
No. Ugh.
But
Sounds like it.
I mean, you got to. I was 10, so like some people think that that's too young. No, it's not because that could happen. Need more emails or messages from people. Okay.
Nope.
I'm back. There was a cop at the door.
Uh,
You're talking about fucking with cops, and they're like, "Oh,
what'd you do, Brian?
hey, Doug,
What's up, Doug?
how did yesterday go? No one got cold feet or anything, did they?"
Made it sound like everything went well.
Good. Oh, just it was actually been way dinner. Fan fucking tastic.
Was that
I mean,
sarcasm or are you being honest?
because it could go either way.
Because it could go either way. And if it's sarcasm, what happened?
I'll send pics once I get them. Sweet. I think he was being not sarcastic.
Hey, yo.
There was a comment, Brian's back to work.
Honest, not everything went as planned, but still good.
Eh,
Well, that's good. I mean, you kind of have to expect that to happen.
yeah. Fox said I haven't even sent Dopey a stripper. I've bought him a drink for his birthday. That's it. Brian was being honest about
Sure.
it.
Sure. All that right.
hmm
Besides my own personal opinions about the situation, it just doesn't make any sense.
He could have saved the money for a stripper.
He could have.
hmm
I feel like that's something Dopey would do. I'm still waiting for the hobo shirt. That would be funny as shit. We could do vinyl shirts.
Well, where he thought he hit a hobo.
No, everybody else thought he had. Sweet. I still think it would be funny to do, like, you'd have to do it just right because obviously people are not going to hear the lyrics. But instead of Grandpa got ran over by, or Grandma got ran over by reindeer, Dopey ran over a hobo, or a hobo got ran over by Dopey.
By Adobe. I don't.
Hobo got ran over by Dopey. I think just by Dopey. It'd be hilarious. I have a picture of the actual dwarf Dopey
Mhm.
behind the wheel.
I think we can work it out by Xmas.
I would hope so. Actually, if we could, I could do. I could print them at work because we have a direct to garment printer, so I could do t-shirts.
Yeah, here. Got to go in there.
Sweet.
Walks in one less person over here.
Hobo's hungry. Let them eat fruit.
Hobo's gonna have fruit. I
Get real meta with it. Don't be running over Dopey.
don't like.
What in the seven dwarfs is going on here?
No, that's the twist at the end of the video. Like he ran over himself.
You'll be sorry. Nice.
Mhm. He said, "A real dopey, please stand up. Please stand up."
Which is it yes or no?
Yeah.
'Cause I've heard both ways. We'll have to wait to see if we get any updates tomorrow.
Mhm. T said, Chris, have any anvils?
I do have an anvil.
Yeah, I have one.
Sure. That's the $1,000,000 question.
Mm-hmm. It's a finesse CD.
Yeah, I got hammers and tongs and a forge and anvil. A bunch of hardy tools. I'm ready to roll. Ready to rock and roll. Thanks to my boss.
Bunch of hardy tools for his hardy tools.
Exactly. I mean, it could be. It's also an active parasite. Like, you guys keep on joking around about that, but I mean, when you look at what a baby does to a mom, it's a parasite.
Yep.
It's generational. It might work on some more Damascus. I don't know. I do have to clean up.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Who was joking? Spitting fast. Yeah, he told me that one day and then came at me with the facts, and I was like, I can't argue that. So this is the part where these two arm wrestle. Like us two, because Chris doesn't want any of this. This right here. Boom. That pure muscle. That it is. It's not. He said she'll win. Just true fault. That's why your immune system is shit while you're pregnant, and you can catch everything.
I love how everybody, including the knife smith, is like, oh yeah, he doesn't have crazy grip strength because he's a knife smith or arm strength from wielding a hammer.
The person,
Still totally win.
the person who sits behind a desk all day and works would be the person to win. But I appreciate the votes of confidence, guys. I really do. boosting my ego over here. Yeah, so that'll be fun because I have a really good immune system now. Like it's pretty decent. I don't really get sick that often. Like, so I'm gonna get all of the things.
Don't worry. I'll help.
I'm gonna go up to your work and I'm gonna tell her, do not come to work sick. Because you're gonna give me all of the shit. Because she comes to work sick and then you
All she
work
has
with
to
her.
do is whip a book out and Chris will be like, what's a book? Just because. Oh, fair enough. I was gonna be like, just because I don't like to read doesn't mean that I'm not able. That's a running joke in our friend group is that I can't read.
Mhm.
Not, no read so well.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, boobs will always win a fight, no matter what. What were you talking about?
Ever arguing, or if I just want to confuse you, that's all it takes. Done.
Fact. At least next week we'll be back to our regular scheduled program. So we'll go live on Friday and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We had to watch the football game on Friday night. It did not go great.
Did not.
Really hope Jordan Love is not out for a significant amount of the season.
But it sounded like he probably would be.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I know, Brian.
Nope. For sure not. I know you got your knife.
Did you get it yesterday?
I'm assuming so. See, we haven't seen anything yet. If it was a sprain, torn, nothing.
And they're looking for another quarterback right now. So the rumor is that they've reached out to Ryan Tannehill to see if he will be our quarterback. So it's just there's a lot of rumors and speculation going around right now. And Doug said it was a nice surprise. When I win arguments with the girls. I mean, that's the best. We didn't come home last night. Football time.
You shut your mouth.
Are you guys going on a honeymoon or no? Or like taking a honeymoon later? Brian said my daughter just said sprained.
Yeah, that's what I see right here from CBS Sports. It said that it's a sprain, MCL sprain. He'd be out 3 to 6 weeks.
That was supposed to do a day ago.
That was a day ago, and he's got an MRI tomorrow. So I mean, we'll know more tomorrow. But I'm glad you like your knife, man, and your hats. Sorry it took so long. But you also had a freebie in there, if you didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm.
So, our way of saying thank you to everybody who was patient and pre-ordered tonight.
Yep. Because you guys waited a really long time. I was worried that some people would like get mad and be like think that we were like bullshitting about the knives, and it's like, no, I promise we're working on them. Like it's just taking some time.
A lot of logistics
Mm-hmm.
that had to happen.
Look how cute I am, Ruby. Just trying to get Ruby to play with her. Nice.
Nice. Well, that's good. I mean, at least you got something else to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bushcraft camp would be fun.
Sorry about the shaking. Our dog is laying underneath the desk and he was scratching himself, and shaking the entire desk. I just looked up and the camera and monitor were just shaking.
Way to go, Burr.
Ruby's laying behind your chair, so if you get up, be careful.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
thinking about doing that for Black Star. Been a while. I don't know how Blade West is. I've never been, but we always have a good time whenever we go to the one in Atlanta. The real Blade show,
The OG Blade
not
show.
the terrible carbon copies. Everybody's like, not everybody, but a lot of people, especially from Texas, are like, "Oh my God, Texas Blade show so good." And I'm like, but Atlanta happened for the OG. Shut up. The one by Kaiser.
Yeah, I don't know when you showed me before.
Mm-hmm. It's just different. So, that's cool. Hopefully, you will make Blade Show next year. I'm hoping to make the Badger Invitational next year, even if it's just as a customer. I would like to go.
Where?
The Badger Invitational in
Oh, yeah,
Janesville.
yeah.
Damn, that sucks. Stevie's a good dude, like I
Mhm.
told you.
Blade show is always fun. It's just
It's a lot.
it's a lot, and my feet usually are sore along with my legs because of all the walking that we end up doing.
Yep. And it was Sunday when we got back home this year. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
legs hurt, my back hurt. But it was a lot better this year than it was the year before. It sucks.
Yeah, we're not going to do that again.
No. Learned our lesson.
But yeah. NW said definitely doing Blade West next year, though. You guys are safe for now, busy eating.
What are you eating?
Went out today. My grandpa will be coming in a few weeks. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. What?
She said because he said the band names. She said gross but catchy.
I gotcha.
Chicken fajitas.
Yum.
Chicken vaginas.
That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm. Not lagging, emptying the cars.
You're good, man.
I thought the knife was BS. I really liked it and wanted it. I know it just took so long. I didn't want anybody thinking, like anything crazy. Some will eat the chicken, but not the tortilla. Makes sense.
That checks out.
I can't make it because it has all the cheese in it, but
Smoked queso.
taco.
Yeah. Yeah, and I already told you we're going to do a giveaway with it. So. Which I don't even know if we can set up what I want to set up on the website.
For the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I mean, we'll figure it out.
Either you or unknown.
You mean nameless?
Nameless, whatever.
Because there is an unknown.
Either you or nameless. Well, we might do 2 giveaways because I have 2 protos left.
PNW said, you keep saying giveaway and 50 more peeps will pop in here waiting.
Giveaway,
Is that like saying Beetlejuice 3 times?
giveaway.
Only 4 people ever in chat. Well, what we were thinking was we would put it on the website where people would just like submit their name, let it run for a few days, and then do it that way to give everybody a chance. And that way, across all social media.
Yeah, so we're not dealing with multiple entries on multiple social media.
Yeah. Doug said, okay, give it away to my address.
I'm here, but I've been lurking. Haven't really gotten into the conversation. Hi.
She popped in whenever you went to go let the dogs out. Doug said, oh, we are no longer living in this.
And we did the same thing when we got married. So.
Mm-hmm. We lived together for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those numbers are for sure not true.
Yeah. Doug said, there's nothing about this knife I dislike.
I appreciate that, man.
It was Chris who let the dogs out. Yep. Now you know. if I ever get married, it's going to be in an active volcano. Just make sure it's not about ready to blow. That would not be fun.
Yeah, I'm just not sure.
That's all I'm trying to explain. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. There's a time and place for that, but it's like with the fact that we have so many like different social medias and different people pay attention to different social medias. Um, I just want to get everybody in one spot, and I also don't want to pull the like and follow me and add 5 friends. Like, I don't want to grow like that. It's not organic. And typically, what happens is you'll get one rando that'll join and subscribe just to win. They'll win and disappear.
Mm-hmm.
So my love will be so hot. The volcano will be the one I'm worried about. I love the sound when you play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, super snappy. Obviously, you have a signed COA. I went through, checked everything, made sure the knife was centered, made sure it was sharp,
Mm-hmm.
and made sure all the pivots and screws were tight, and it's still deployed well. Because when I first got them, I thought the pivot was loose. It's just really good bearings.
And now for my next trick, I'm going to
Boogity boogity. I've always had an issue with growing like that. Whether it's our Facebook group or Instagram or here or TikTok, like I don't like when people ask me to do extra work, so I'm not going to ask others to do extra work. Like I hate and Brian, I'm gonna say this to you because you're the one of the ones that frustrate me sometimes. I hate giveaways on Instagram. Hate them with a passion because it's always the same thing. Like and share this page and tag 5 friends. No, 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 thank you. I don't care. It could be the coolest, expensivest knife ever. No, no. But I still love you, buddy. It's just my own personal opinion. So I usually ignore those messages. He goes, fair enough. About finding most efficient way possible.
PW said you could do a regular giveaway and then a giveaway for those who buy stuff off your store. Just an idea.
Yeah, I mean, possible. Bum, bum, bum. What was I doing? Like I said, Brian, I still love you. It's just I hate Instagram and I hate their giveaway. The format of how they're not the giveaways. It's like I said, don't make me do extra work. I don't want to make other people do extra work. Yeah, I don't know how we would end up doing it on here because there's not a spot where we could have people put in their name. could do a like a Google Doc.
How would you do that? You'd have to send an email out to people with the link.
Post the video and be like, hey, go to this link.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, so far everybody that's gotten the knife has been very positive about what they've had to say about said knife. There's only one guy that had something a little bit um, negative to say about it, um, but I get where he's coming from, and that's why I did what I did. Said he wasn't a fan of the plain titanium, which I mean it's plain-ish, um, but anybody can uh, anodize it, which is the whole reason why I did it the way that I did it. I think it's T6, if I remember correctly. I can tell you for sure. It might. Hold on.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Because it was on the desk. And I put that and the bits in here. That's for the keyboard. That's also for the keyboard. To replace keys. I'm going to use that volcano idea at my husband. You can get a comment picker and do giveaways that way as well.
Can't read it. T8, you're right. I can't remember if it was T8 or T6. So T8 is for all the screws. T6 is for the pocket clip on the inside of the.
Doug said plain is fine, but micro milling is expensive and you can heat anno it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Noise. Like that. Make me do.
Oh, you just need right. He was talking about there. Mario Mexican faking being Italian, or is he?
I know that's good work.
Yeah. Where does he have Coke or cigars? Tea?
That's a very valid statement. And I was born in Tacoma, so you both are bums. I don't know. I just wanted to be a part of the conversation. See? Talk about giveaways. Get more people.
You also said it 3 times. So.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, I thought I was going to do it.
We hear some weird shit at night tonight whenever we're trying to go to bed. I'm gonna blame you.
I'm not worried about it.
Like Doug and PNW are gonna be like, did we just become best friends?
I mean,
I don't know how far away
you guys have talked before. You guys have talked about both being in Washington. Like, this is not new conversation. Yeah. I was like 3 when we left there. I don't really remember it. It wasn't just Tacoma. It was Fort Lewis, which even more of a ghetto, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of posts are ghettoified, especially older posts.
Super snooty now.
Sure.
From Tommy.
Nobody wants to live there.
Mm-mm.
And I find it very funny that, like, even hardcore left leaning people are like, nah, I got to get out of California.
Yeah. They're all moving to Tennessee or Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Fox said I'm in one of the few red areas. Yeah, I know that there's not very many in California, but I know a lot of people who are from California moved to Tennessee for a couple of reasons.
Hey,
Dealing
I'm
with
trying. I'm trying.
Is it true that the justice system in California just released felons to recommit the same crime time and again? What an operator said. Yeah, I saw a video about that on TikTok the other day. Yeah, I don't know how true it is, but I just saw something about it. I'm sure PNW.
Do we need to move some stuff? Honestly, we shouldn't have to because we should have that.
No, not yet. It takes it a couple days.
Oh. Also, you gotta remember tomorrow. So do double that.
Mm.
What? Yeah, absolutely. Got attacked by Colin Kaepernick. I've never heard of that. That's the right one, right?
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fox said it was Grasping Pearls. Came out last February.
Like I understand where
Continue on with your thought.
okay. I understand like using your celebrity um to try and affect what happens in like the normal. Bro, stop. Stop. I'm not even touching you. To try and affect what happens in the world or how people perceive things. But at the end of the day, you're an athlete. You get paid stupid amounts of money to play a game. Nobody cares what your political ideologies or feelings or thoughts are. You get paid millions of dollars to play a game. Shut up and play the game that you get paid millions of dollars to play.
She wouldn't have gone off that page.
I'm sorry.
And is ashamed of his parents that were white, but wouldn't he wouldn't be playing if they didn't adopt his stupid ass. I hate the dude so.
I mean, it goes for anybody though. Like, stay in your lane. Do the job that you're paid to do. You. You. I'm just tired of seeing the Chiefs win. And if you think everything is fair and not scripted, you've been living under a rock. And what's wrong with it? Is it going to explode?
It says that it can spit out water at you like while it's heating up or whenever you go to use it and burn people.
Have you ever had an issue with it?
I mean, I haven't.
I mean, do we have to send it back to them?
It says you have to cut the cord and you have to send them a photo just like this showing, and they give you a refund. Digital credit to be used on Bissell.com or a refund. There was a recall on a product that I bought, so I wanted to check it out and see what it was. It was on a steam cleaner.
How much did you pay on? Pay for it? So it doesn't even cover.
And that's whenever I got it.
Well, the choice is up to you. Live dangerously or lose money. I don't. Uh, yeah, we'll figure out a way to do the giveaways in a fashion that works for everybody, to where I don't have to pay attention to a bunch of different social medias. I can just put out something and be like, "Hey, go here, fill out the form. We'll do the giveaway." But on a cool note, I will be doing another review on another product from Brainite. So won't take me as long to do this one as it did the headline. It's a cool little product.
Was it a keychain? Right?
Mm-hmm. This will be the next review. Be this little keychain flashlight. 125 lumens.
You can throw it 33 meters.
That's pretty baller. USB-C charging. Doesn't give me the. What's the
Hey, Brian.
What's up, Brian?
Brian, too.
What's the milliamp hours on this thing?
Yeah, Brian asked, how is it compared to Olight?
I mean, so far, it seems pretty comparable. I have a lot of Olights. I was hoping that they were going to have me review their flashlight that looks like an Olight. But and that may happen next. I don't know. But That doesn't give them milliamp hours. That's disappointing. But they have some cool products.
Yes, it was a suppository. I guess you could. Anything can be a suppository if you're brave enough.
What
So
she just said.
he said the good Brian.
So this is their flashlight that I'm hoping to review at some point. It's the E18 rechargeable flashlight. Or the tactical one. Tactical one would be kind of cool.
Brian asked, which one is that? They haven't reached out about that one to me yet.
So I just did the review on the HCL1, and then I'll be doing a review on the AO2. But at some point, I want to do a review on the E18. That just looks like a good flashlight. But they have a lot of really interesting products, and customer service is top notch. So, the HE is fantastic. My only complaint about it was the edge strap headband, and they sent me another one that fixes the issues that I had with it. So, which I gotta still replace. I reviewed one
He
flashlight.
said fleshlight.
Oh, I haven't reviewed any of those yet. If somebody wants me to, shoot me a message.
Bulk said, "Where's the stabby?" Brian said, "I think they're redesigning the headband. I mentioned it in my video." PW said, "Flashlights where?" I think all they do is different flashlights, right? Like,
Yeah. Stab it, stab. I can't deploy it on camera. YouTube and TikTok get mad at me. Doug, if you're still in here, thank you for the message.
I appreciate
Yes, he did.
In the Sweatin' to the Oldies video that my mom had, he was not wearing a headband. But that's the only video that I ever watched with Richard Simmons. So
Yeah, the only issue that I had with that headband is that it didn't stay taut. So it would just loosen on you while you were trying to use it. But the new one supposedly fixes that issue. And it just could have been I'm dumb and I didn't know how to operate it properly, which is a real possibility. But the keychain lamp looks kind of cool. Your keychain light looks pretty cool. So we shall see.
you're not 80. I mean, yeah, I remember Sum 41.
Do we remember Sum 41 during the heyday of TRL when we were going to school? Of course we remember Sum 41.
Still listen to some of their stuff that pops up on my Spotify.
They've actually come out with some new music.
They have.
Over the last couple of years.
Do I still listen to the same songs that I did 20, 25 years ago? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, most of my Spotify playlist is 90s grunge and then new metal. That's what I like. The greatest band who ever played. Alice in Chains. Great movies. But you got to meet the Breakfast Club at Tiffany's and then play work after you get out of detention. Boom. And then after that, you can let your 60.
You looked up Caveman Rock yet? The song is
Oh,
called.
dude, Caveman Rock is so fun. So fun. Kind of like as ridiculous as dwarf metal. But it's like, yeah, I've seen Caveman Rock and I've seen Caveman Country, and they're both just as ridiculous. So instead of actually doing like full sentences, it's just like Caveman sings them. So it's fun. Me grab rock. But while we're talking about great songs, you guys have not listened to it. I've talked about it a lot on here. I will bring it up again. Plankton singing Pink Pony Club. You do not know what I'm talking about. Go now. It's amazing. It's an earworm. It's one of the best things that AI has ever done. Presidential. Get out of here, baby. Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan. Chapel Roan?
Something like that. Chappelle Roan.
That would be a cool mashup. Huh?
Okay, he's gonna do it right now.
It's so good. Also, there is a song by Jairus Johnson.
Yep.
To where the producer that he worked with used AI to make part of the song that supposed to be a collab between him and another person.
It's called It's Jairus Johnson and Boy What.
And Boy What, his parts are Plankton done through AI. Pretty
yeah.
I was like, that sounds like Plankton. And then she looked up and she was like, yeah, all of his songs are Plankton.
No, all of his songs are SpongeBob themed. So each song that he does is a different like SpongeBob voice. Bro. Like he did one where like Sandy was singing a song, and he's done one with SpongeBob was singing, and he's done a lot with Plankton, and yeah.
But it's BOI.
What?
I didn't know if he had different spelling.
No. BOI, boy, and then WHAT. Boy what?
Fun time. But the Pink Pony Club by Plankton will get stuck in your head. It's an earworm for sure.
It will.
But it's so good. It's Plankton's voice that makes it so good.
Especially at the beginning, because it's like, who hurt you, Plankton?
As Vince McMahon would say, it's good shit. I'm gonna do some WWE references. I mean, Jesus Christ. Let me talk. Oh, nice. My cousin.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That I've never met.
who hurt Plankton and is in first. Like, who's on first?
All I know is what's on second.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who's on third.
Yep.
Great. Who's Brian? Brian's losing about. Maybe come back.
So, like, this isn't a Brian safe zone. We're out.
Always.
I know. They got scared and left. I don't know.
I'm just waiting for PNW to come back and be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
This is gonna happen for sure. Have a good night, Brian.
Have a good night, Brian.
We're not far behind.
Nope.
Just waiting to see PNW's response.
If he looked it up right now. I don't know. I'm just assuming that he was going to look it up, but
Yeah, I don't know. Know that. Curious about what the score was right now.
mm, you had to work out the logistics, P.
This is true. I think that's hilarious. Also pretty funny because that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I know.
Same with that.
What the hell? I just watched.
You're welcome.
Have a good night,
Love
Brian.
you too, Brian. You pooping, Brian? Be indisposed.
He's going to be.
You're welcome, PNW.
I just love how that's his response. What the hell did I just watch?
Not the response I was expecting. Figured he'd be like, "Oh my god!"
But it'll get stuck in your head, and then
Yeah.
you'll have to listen to the song again, PNW, because
You'll get a deeper appreciation of it every single time. Yeah. We don't have anything else. Football's on. So we're gonna jump off here. You guys have a good night. Thank you to everybody that showed up to hang out with us. We'll have a giveaway at some point once we figure this out. So, thank you for all the support. We got T-shirts and knives and inks and all sorts of fun stuff up on the website. Love y'all. Have a good night. See you on Friday.
have a great week, everybody.
Deuces.
Bye. Is that what you're waiting for?
You're the worst sometimes. Bye.
Why do you sound like a sheep?